Welcome back, everyone. We're here with another replay cast, and this one will now be game 2 that we're going to cover here between Bpro and Noah's Ark. So, if you didn't tune into the stream a couple of hours ago, I did get a chance to replay cast game 1. Noah's Ark took that one, piloted by the Nighthound carry. And, well, let's see what happens here in game number 2. So we got a fresh one for you, and hopefully we'll see some exciting stuff here. We got Adrenaline, Fade, and Nymphora banned here by the Legion side. Prisoner, 945, Engineer, and Gladiator going to be banned here by the Hellborn side. It looks like Legion has the first pick. They are going to pick up the Moira. So they're going to go with the support, and then we see Torture and Moraxis going to be picked up here by the Hellborn team. So response to that, Magnus and Madman. So it looks like potentially a tri-lane in the works with the Moira and the Magnus. Madman going to be their carry option here. Not quite sure what we'll see Hellborn do yet. They've only really revealed 2 picks, but they do have the Moraxis counter pick to the Moira, which is always quite nice to have that solo lane Moraxis. Hard hero to kick out a lane, and a solid initiator. Then the Torture as well, we've seen played in both a farming position and a supportive position. So pretty good stuff so far. Let's see what the bans. Just gonna 8x this real fast here. So far we have Defiler and Drunken Master. Midas will be the last one from Puppet Soul on the Hellborn team here. So those are all solo lane heroes. Makes a lot of sense. And then we have Kinesis, Andromeda, and Accursed getting banned from Legion. So the Kinesis ban makes sense, having both the Magnus and the Moira. That's a pretty strong, and the Madman, to be fair. Kinesis could be quite strong there. With all of those spells to steal. Andromeda could pair nicely with the Torturer. Just be a good lane partner. Accursed, I suppose, to remove the Mana Sunder. I don't know if Accursed is necessarily a great counter pick to any of these heroes, but they decided to get rid of it. We have Polywog Priest and Rampage going to be picked up. Okay, so these are 2 heroes we don't see all that often. Polywog Priest, I would say, is not really that meta right now. He has gone through bits and phases where he's meta. I usually like to see Polyran as more of like a mid lane hero, and I just don't think he really fits the meta as like a mid lane hero. He doesn't farm very fast. He's just more so a disabler. He can be good for pushing with the wards. Rampage, though, is a pretty interesting pick. That's a more aggressive support, which I think we'll see played in the position 4 role as like a roamer. Similar to like a Devo, he likes to create pressure on the lanes and just be a nuisance. I think that's how we'll see the Rampage. So I'm not quite sure until we see this final pick how we're going to see these lanes shape up from Hellborn. But Legion goes for a Thunderbringer pick. They have one more pick to go for. I do think we're going to see another solo lane hero. And they'll have a tricore of Madman, Thunderbringer, plus the last pick. So, what will they go for? I think they would probably want another Initiator. Otherwise, they'll be relying too much on the Magnus. Not quite sure what they're going to go for. They do like to run a lot of Kraken. Maybe Tundra. Tundra could be quite good with the Thunderbringer. Maybe some more team fight though instead of a Tundra would help the Madman out a lot. Up there, got 4 seconds to go. What are they gonna go for? Gauntlet. It's an Initiator, not the team fight heavy presence here I was thinking of. I do feel like they could have went for more of like an AoE style of hero, but they have the Thunderbringer, which brings global presence. So. Last pick. Oh, they already picked it. It was a instant pick Flux. So it looks like this is carry Torturer and semi-carry Flux. And then they have, actually, they're going to run a Polywog support because it's mechs playing the poly. So I feel like they have a really greedy team here. And they don't necessarily have a hard carry, but their heroes can all fight pretty well. Now, I would say Legion's picks are a bit more standard, maybe minus the Gauntlet. But they're going to be running, what's this, solo short Thunderbringer? So the problem here is they don't really have a good hero to go 1 versus 3 or 1 versus 2 on Legion. That could cause some problems. Give me 1 sec here, we get the pause skip command in there. So I feel like, you know, it's strange because this tri-lane is not really that strong on paper. I would say the Flux, Polywog, and Rampage. They have aggressive heroes, but the Polywog Priest is not really a strong tri-lane support. So if they can match up this tri-lane, I think they could do like decently and kill the Polywog really fast. Because they have AoE stuns with both the Moira and the Magnus. But Thunderbringer's going to suffer down here, and if Thunderbringer doesn't have a good game, this is a hero that can more or less just keep chain feeding to a Rampage. So, going to be interesting to see if they do any lane swapping here. We have boots on the Magnus. Rampage goes for some early game items, the Toxin Claw and the Buckler. Banned. This is not allowed. Not allowed to cliff walk. Reporting everyone after the game. Alright, jokes aside. They are... yeah, so they are both running a tri-lane long. And I think this favors Hellboard. Because Moraxis doesn't care going up against a tri-lane where he can block the Moira stun. And then... Gauntlet against Torture, I think Torture will do just fine. Thunderbringer, though, the problem here is he cannot lane 1 versus 3. It's going to take some pressure here from the Flux. I think Gauntlet can do okay versus Torture, but I don't foresee him ever killing the Torture. Unless he hooks him into tower. Maybe with level 6. Or a misplay from Torture. I think Torture should win this lane, but anything can happen against a hooker hero. So Madman and Moira. He's going to get the stun there on the Morax. This puts a little bit of pressure out. And he did do a pull here. Magnus with boots, he gets charged up by the Rampage. Toxin Claw slows are coming in. Polywog's trying to get in range. Can't quite get in range for a Morph. He goes for a Morph level 1? It's got more cast range than the tongue tie, but man, the Poly support is so weak. Doesn't do any damage. Doesn't have long disables. Maybe the tongue tied, it's 2.5 level 1, but this hero is gonna need some time before he ticks off. Now, I do actually feel like Hellborn have an edge in laning phase here because they are going to get more out of their short lane. Rampage is charging mid lane here. There is a hookup on the Gauntlet, but it's not going to cancel the charge. The damage comes out. I see a buyback come in from Gauntlet. He wants the creeps, I guess, as he has creeps pushing into his tower. Didn't lose too much gold, I think, from the buyback, so ends up getting most of it back. Rampage bottles up a haste for Torture. That is not good news for Gauntlet. The dreaded 2-minute haste rune. Moraxis actually has 13 last hits, 1 versus 2. Madman with 19. Good Quake stun from N. Jones there. You know, on the bottom lane, Thunderbringer dies. I don't know if Moraxis dies here. I guess he does. A lot of damage on both heroes here. Well, Thunderbringer just not a good hero for this lane setup. But Rampage with boots. He's roaming into the mid lane here. Just gonna put some pressure. Take some heavy pressure from the gauntlet. So GPM start mostly on Madman. 280 gold per minute on the gauntlet, but he's down a buyback early. Here comes a charge on the Madman. So, oh boy, can Miraxis actually solo him here? He has no mana. Oh no, that's disaster. He's gonna die. Oof. This is a really good start for Hellborn. Look at the GPM chart. Their second support Rampage has almost the same GPM as the enemy mid. Thunderbringer taking some pressure from the Flux. Flux is just 1v2ing them right now. Probably hasn't done anything yet. Here comes the Morph into the tongue tie. There's a release from Flux. One hit from Polly. Nope, Flux gets it. Torture is skipping the impalement for now. It's a lot of pressure out on the gauntlet. Miraxis looks like he procced his arcane shield on the Shards of Harkon. So he's 22 last hits on the Miraxis. That's as much as the TB actually. Rampage again mid lane. Oh man, this roam from the Rampage is actually proving to be pretty disruptive. Miraxis 1v2 takes out the Moira. Man, I gotta watch this again. I don't know what's happening. He's got Matrix up, hits the Quake. Oh man. Miraxis is just 1v2ing this lane. Crazy. Charge coming in bot lane. There's the slow from Flux. All the spells have been used. Probably could go in with some disables. They do not kill the Thunderbringer. He lives with less than 10 life. So the Rampage goes down, loses his serial killer streak. Flux wants to get the bottom rune here. Miraxis 360 GPM. I mean, this is a really good start for the short lane Miraxis. And then Torture as well. Top farmer in the game, 370 GPM. He's got the maxed out bonds now. Madman has to deal with this charging Rampage now who can reveal him. I mean, there's nothing he can do against a Charger. He's gonna get Quake stunned up. Is this a dead Madman? Boom. It is. Madman is 0-2 now, and this is their carry, who is supposed to have a good start. He's sub 300 GPM. And the issue is really that they have this Thunderbringer pick, who they can't swap lanes and send him to top because he would just feed. So the TB pick is really kind of a liability. Going up against this Rampage. He gets his charge cancelled by the TB. Lux is in a really aggressive spot here. He gets a 4-man release slow. Goes down but does a lot of damage. Can they get the kills here? Moira stays alive, but Torture's here doing good damage. Picks up a double tap. And everyone is low. They take out Matt. Was that Madman who just died? Madman ported in and died bottom, so he just chain fed. Top lane and now bottom lane. It's a 9-3 start here for Noah's Ark, and they're taking a commanding laning phase lead. They even have aggressive vision down now. I haven't seen too much from Gauntlet so far this game. More axes. Oh, he gets charged. Oh, he actually hits the hook? Huh. How did he see him there? That's interesting. How did he see, how did he see the Moraxis? To be honest, I want to see this again. I'll pause this and see. How did he see him here? So he sees the illusions. Oh! He was trying to hook the... Was he trying to hook the illusion?
Leave me alone.
What?
I got this.
He had no vision of that. That's crazy. Okay. That was completely random. I was wondering that from a, even from a spectator point of view. Huh. Alright, well that's another kill go in the way of Noah's Ark. This unconventional Rampage polydraft is working so far. More Axis running around haste. They just got Rampage charging in. Moira's gonna go down here. Madman doesn't have a whole lot of fighting power, but there's the Thunderbringer Lightning Storm. Another Quake Stun on the Moraxis. He's just so farmed. Madman can't really do a whole lot to get a return kill. The Magnus is here, but... Oh, does he go for a blind stun? He's not gonna see him and die him. All is chasing the Thunderbringer? Huh. Interesting. Ollie was trying to chase down the TB. He probably could have soloed him, honestly. He's gonna run into Moira. Ollie's dead. They give the kill to Gauntlet. Madman here in mid lane doesn't have barrel roll. Kind of recklessly diving this, I would say. So Flux, he's 350 GPM. What's his score? 1-1 or 3. Charge coming in. It's gonna be cancelled. Rampage is even pretty tanky with the steam boots. Oh boy. 4 players down here. There's a Flux pull. Moira stun hits both. Same with the Lava Surge. The Torturers here. They're looking to turn it around. They take out the Madman and the Moira. Lightning Storm comes out, takes out the Rampage. Flux is fine though with the bottle sips and the vestments. Magnus gets chain reaction stunned up. Bonds are there, and it's a hat trick for Torturer. Polly is here now. They're looking to secure a 4th kill here. Oh, is it a full genocide? No, Gauntlet still hasn't died yet. Got the ultimate off. Oh, it's a quad kill. Is it going to be an annihilation for Torturer? It is an annihilation at the 11-minute mark. Full disaster here for Bpro. The damage from the Torture is just so high. So Rampage, I think, and Flux ended up dying in this fight. I think Polly was alive. This was from earlier, actually. Well, that is very bad news for Legion. And Moraxis, I think, might have just got his blink. He has a PK, I think, being delivered to him here. Oh, he has an Alchemist Bones, okay. Interesting. Decides to go for the Bones. It's definitely the greedier choice. Pricey's got this much farm. Flux gonna take the rune here. Charge comes in on the Moira. Quake stun. They take out the Moira really fast. Flux still holding his ground. Uses the discharge. Pulls Madman back. The team support's going for Gauntlet though. It's a bit of a scattered engagement here. The axes are hitting on the Madman. He gets pushed forward. Misses the Quake stun. Torture is here now. Can he get in range for a stun? Magnus Lava Surge is out. Ollie might catch the Magnus here. Looks like he will. Gets the Morph off and the Lick. And it's a kill go in the way of Torture. He's on a domination streak now. And, well, the highest farmed hero in Legion is now Thunderbringer with 260 GPM. Where is that again? Hook comes out here on the Torture. He's going to feed the domination streak over to Madman. That's 750 gold. Roxas is going to TP it out with the Matrix. He's going to be fine. Let's take a look at the damage chart. Torture with 19%, Flux with 14%, and even more access on 13%. I mean, Thunderbringer never surprises me. He's on... Oh, he lost vision there. He tried to cancel the charge. Does Rampage have an ultimate? No, for 34 more seconds. Yeah, he's on 16% hero damage. Might actually kill the Rampage here. Yep, he's dead. Even with vestments, Thunderbringer kills him. And meanwhile, where did Flux die? Did he die in the base? Wow. Okay. Maybe rewind that and just see how Flux died. Where's Flux? The port's out. He died in port animation. Okay. Alright. With 9,000 gold leader for Hellborn. Roxas almost has enough gold for a portal key. And he has Alchemist Bones, so he's gonna have that around 15 minutes, I think. He's just freely farming here, almost 500 GBM. Ollie has almost a Jade Spire. Catches the gauntlet there. I wonder what item Madman goes for this game. He's charged up with no mana. We'll pop the regen rune here. Here comes Rampage. Stun comes out. Moira uses Arcane Vortex, which stops Polly. Madman is gonna die. Madman is dead for the 5th time. Max is getting a deep lane ward down. Jungle ward. Raxus is... Oh man, I can't get over just how farming this guy is. It's more farming than the Flux. Torture's gonna go down mid lane here. Lightning Storm was used for some assisted damage. Raxus in the background on the Thunderbringer. Polly was holding down the Magnus. 2-man stun from the Magnus here. Some good pressure coming out from Legion, but they're running out of mana on a lot of their heroes. Moraxis jumps back in on the Thunderbringer. They take him out. He sacrifices himself on the Moraxis. Now Polly and Rampage also die. So the domination streak of Moraxis gives 750 gold to Gauntlet now. Now that's 2 separate domination streaks from Noah's Ark being given back over to the Bpro. Hatred on the Flux. Torture with Flux gonna take out some jungle stacks. Torture's got gnomes and a sackstone. Eruption deals some good damage here. There's the pullback from Flux, so they want to fight this Rampage charging onto the Madman. He's gonna get kidnapped by the Rampage. And now Torture, he misses the chain reaction, stun too far. The Gauntlet just a little too fast. with the Energizer. It's gonna charge on the Thunderbringer. It's gonna go down here. Oh, Meraxis misses the Quake Stun. Some sloppy engagements here from Noah's Ark. I'm expecting Torture to go for the Grimoire power here. Oh, what happened here? Flux get hooked? Oh, he was walking very greedily back to the lane. And Thunderbringer gets credit for the kill. I mean, they're slowly picking up some kills. They're closing the lead a little bit. I think Meraxis should probably pick up Investment. A little bit surprised he hasn't picked one up. And then I think maybe he could go into a Health Flower. Does he know he's porting out? Rampage, who's he charging? He was charging the Thunderbringer. Ah, I see. That's how he knew. The old routed Polywog Priest. It's actually invis. Oh, he gets spotted on a Ward of Rib. He's dead. Not sure what Mex was doing there. Doesn't have any wards on him or anything. That was just really reckless. Bit YOLO, but very reckless. Thunderbringer finds a ward here? Okay. Oh, he didn't get it. Oh, he got it. That is one very annoying thing about the Thunderbringer. He can counter wards. Good hook from the Gauntlet. Is there a follow-up? Quick stun, maybe a little early. Lightning Storm comes out. They take out the Torturer, who has the Light Brand picked up now. And Gauntlet also went down, so 1 for 1. The fight's actually not done. They stuck around a little too long. Will Madman go down? No. He went first item Nullfire level 1. It looks like he's gonna go for a Shrunken now. Flux TP into the bottom lane. I'm expecting Flux to like tank up. Either with like a Frostwolf Skull or... I don't think he'll go Behemoth's Heart this game against the Thunderbringer. I've seen him do that in the past. Maybe he goes for like some strength based item and then he could go Nullstone or Shrunken. Poly catches the TB here, I think. This Rampage has been pretty effective this game. Even though he has 6 deaths, he's made a lot of space this game. Torture, where's he going? He wants to kill on this Magmus, it looks like. They don't know Madman is here. Merax is trying to get a Quake Stun off. That's gonna be a kill. Madman, I think, they spot him? Oh, they stopped the TP with the Flux ulti. There's the dust. Rampage gets the charge. This is going to be a dead Madman most likely. Barrel roll comes out, but there's the kidnap coming in from Rampage. Oh man, this guy can't move. He's just getting held down for eternity. Oh man. Oh man. Thunderbringer is almost at his Grimoire power. Same with Torture. These two int cores on each side. The thing with TB though is Grimoire just makes TB such an amazing hero. I mean, same with Tord, but TB always gets to hit everyone with his ultimate. Magma's getting close to his portal key, gets killed in the top lane. We're looking to find Torture. There's an arcane vortex stopping him in place. They all jump into the toilet. Torture gonna die here. Morax is currently smoked up middle. Yeah, I know it's a replay, but it's almost like you heard me say buy vestments. There's the Grimoire of Power on TB. It's getting it delivered now. Gauntlet hits a hook here on the Flux. There's the Lightning Storm. It's enough damage for a kill. Did Flux buy something? I feel like he has more gold than this. Axis is TPing bottom. They have Rampage currently charging for vision. Does he get here in time? Maybe? Oh, it's so close actually. That decision from TB to port was like perfect time. Because if he waited any longer, he was gonna die. So Madman, I think, needs 300 for Shrunken. I could be wrong. Gauntlet looks like he's going first item Shrunken as well. Triple Ancients being done as a team here. They might look to do Kongor. The Torture almost has his Grimoire. They're all 5 here. Gauntlet and Madman are starting the Legion Kong. Magnus needs a little bit of gold more. So the Lightning Storm came out, did some damage. I think he's gonna buy Shrunken now, right? Or does he still not have the Warhammer? Actually not sure. Oh, Torture wants to pick up this haste. There's no bottle though. Did he destroy it? I guess he destroyed it. They don't have Lightning Storm. Is this enough? It's not. Magnus has the blink. It's a 2-man stun. Pretty good Arcane Vortex, I would say. They're gonna come out of it though. Magnus is gonna die. He's the only one to die so far. Everyone gets out. They didn't have Lightning Storm. I mean, if they have a TB ulti here, like all these heroes go to half health instantly, other than maybe Flux. But yeah, everyone gets pretty weak. I think he probably wants to go maybe Spell Shards next on the TB. So they are picking up magic armor on everybody. There's a Shaman's on Moraxis. I think that's fine. He wants to go into Barrier Rattle on the Moraxis. Flux hasn't bought anything. I guess he's gonna go Shrunken though. I think. Not sure. Who's he charging? The TB? They know he's porting out already. He's gonna cancel the charge. Moira is scouting the way here. Flux goes in, he catches the Thunderbringer. This would be a good target for them to go on. He Lightning Storms and heals up. They kill the Polywog Priest. Rampage charges on the Thunderbringer, but he goes down. 2 players are dead for Noah's Ark now. And Torture comes out of the Arcane Vortex about half life. Magnus gets another stun off, but does go down. Meanwhile, in the background, Morax is tanking 3 heroes. This fight is going very poorly for Noah's Ark. Flux is going to try to turn around and man up and get a kill. He does get 1, but he's taking so much pressure here. And the Thunderbringer actually dealing so much damage in this fight. He picks up a quad kill. I mean, this fight was really well played from Bpro. I mean, they're losing by like maybe 10k gold before this fight. And then they get a genocide for 3. Survive on the TB. It's a really solid fight. And now he can build into some more damage. I don't know if he's going for a Resto Stone or what he's saving for, but to be honest, he should just go more into damage. I would personally just go Shards 3 maybe first, and then a Restoration Stone maybe later. Even though he can't use the 2 ultimates within 10 seconds. Maybe he's going for like a sheep or something. Wouldn't be terrible. Wouldn't be like awful. What else could a TB buy, right? Besides Resto, maybe sheep. You could go Nullstone, but I don't think it's that useful. Magma's getting soloed by the Torture, who picks up a portal key. Pretty good portal key pickup. Allows him to make plays. Madman taking a lot of pressure. Here comes the charge from Rampage, giving him vision. They take him out. Rampage is just so strong against the Madman. Makes Madman not very elusive. Oh, Rampage went to regen after taking a TB Storm. So he does go in Sanitarius. I was surprised he was holding onto so much gold. The wards are dropped at the base here from Polly. They actually kill the Gauntlet as well. So there is a second buyback on the Gauntlet. I don't think he wants to use it though. With Madman dead. Doesn't have any item yet. So the Rax is exposed as the tower does fall. They're charging the Magnus? Did he use his stun? Oh, he used his stun. Second buyback from the Gauntlet here. They want to protect this Rax with Madman alive. Rampage is gonna die in the mid lane. The wards are gone now, so they might just fall back. Alright, so the one buyback on Gauntlet saves the Rax, but he's now out of buybacks. TB does go for Resto Stone. To be honest, I feel like the Spell Shards would be better because, I mean, although Resto's great, it's not going to be able to use them both right now. So I feel like having just more damage would be a little bit better. Rampage is going for a staff. I suppose that's fine. He won't be able to get his charge stopped by any of the stuns. Only the Arcane Vortex, I think, would stop it. Madman, what level is his Nullfire? It's level 2. TPs are coming in top to try to save the Gauntlet. Did not have Forge on Moira. So they get the tower in the bottom lane. I feel like maybe Madman goes for Oblivion Hammer now. He's not really dealing a lot of damage, is the problem. I guess Torture goes for Shrunken? He could even go Nullstone, honestly. But I think Shrunken's probably a better Nullstone. against the Mana Sunder, and it'll just be worse against TB. TB ult. He actually did it. Ollie has a Jade. I guess he's gonna go for Portal Key now. Hellborn is still up 10k gold, but the XP is very equal. The question is, what is Tort buying? He might have bought something. Oh, they really want this Moira. Oh, they got him. They did get him. They got him with the flex ulti. Batman pops the Shrunk in here. Flux gonna die very quickly. Rampage gonna cancel his charge. They use the Restoration Stone TB ultimate here. They defend the Rex again. Gauntlet's still struggling to get an item. I think he really wants Shrunken, but maybe he wants to buy a PK actually. Hard to say. Maybe he just sells like a small item and gets PK. Doesn't have Gauntlet Blast. Gets stunned up by the Moira here. Torture's thinking about going in here, I think. Looks like they're gonna back. Torture did get a Shrunken. He did get a Shrunken. And I think now he either tanks up or goes maybe like a sheep. Could be okay. There's Frostfield Plate he could go for, but there's only one auto attacker on Legion, so maybe not the best choice. I think the sheep further helps him solo pick off. He could go Nullstone against the Thunderbringer, blocks one ulti. Flux ulti. Oh, it looks like they missed the catch they were looking for. I think I already said that there's a Shrunken on Flux. Rampage is halfway to Staff. And Polly sold a small item for a PK, so I think he had a Wind Whistle earlier. Magnus goes in, but the rest of the team was not ready for that. I don't know what that was, actually. DB still bottom. I'm a little bit confused if he was trying to deny the tower, or... To be honest, I want to watch that again. I don't know why he jumped in here. So... Gauntlet's in base. Is he stunned in? Oh my god, he actually stunned in. That has to be a miscommunication on the team, because there's no reason for him to TP in there. That ends up just looking silly. It's just a feed. And now they don't have Magnus for 45 seconds. Madman gets hooked out of the ward trap by Gauntlet. Moira goes down. The wards are going to start chunking the tower soon. TB popped the Grimoire Lightning Storm. He's probably going to wait a few seconds here before he uses the Resto Stone. The Shrunkens are on right now. Torture, man fighting the TB. He wants to get the kill. He does before he can get the Resto second ulti out. It's a good kill target from the Torture. Um, buybacks from both the Madman and the Thunderbringer, and he actually gets the portal key out of the base. So these two buybacks are not gonna yet get anything done, but it looks like actually Moraxis will get caught here. But they only lost the Moraxis. I mean, they saved the Tort and the Flux. It's not bad. They forced 2 buybacks out of Legion. They're down 4 buybacks in total now. And even though they didn't get a Rax or anything here, it's still some good progress. Oh, Torture, is he actually still getting caught? I think Rampage just canceled his charge. Oh man. Imagine if Gauntlet had a PK. Oh, he hooks him, he's dead. They had enough lockdown. They bring him down. Okay. I wonder if Hanzi is 2 pieces away or only needs 500 for his staff. It's very possible he has another piece. So Madman goes for Firebrand. I'm trying to think of why he goes to Firebrand. Personally, I'm not a fan of like Dawnbringer or Geos on Madman. It just, for me, it just never feels like a good item on the hero. Because you're kind of already moving around hasted in fights with your stock. But I guess if he gets a Dawnbringer, he can sit on, they don't really have escape heroes either. I don't know, I just don't feel like Dawnbringer or Geos is very good on Madman. I think he would much rather have a Brutalizer into an Oblivion Hammer. Like against the Torturer, he just needs to be able to man fight him when he has Grimoire on. So, man, he also farms so slow without a farming item. It's very sad to see Madman with these kinds of items. Because you just farm like a snail. Flux, almost 3,000 gold. To be honest, I really don't know. I still think Frostful Skull is really good on Flux. It's so good for scouting, and the slow works with the magnetic surge too, and the discharge. So that's why you usually see Frostful Skull on a Flux. But we'll see. We'll see if he gets on. Thank you for the raid, Dutch. Welcome, everybody. We're doing a replay caster of Game 2 from today's scrims. This is Bpro vs Noah's Ark. We're about 40 minutes into the game. I don't know how much game time is left, but Hellborn's been winning for most of the game here. You guys can see the game state from buybacks and GPM. Almost semi-even game. But Moraxis just finished his Hellflower, so he hasn't really dropped off GPM this game, and that's really due to the Alchemist bone pickup that he did early in the game, which is paying off now that the game has gone to the 40-minute mark. Ollie has a tablet, and he had Jade, PK, then tablet, so he's got 3 items. It's pretty farmed on the Poly, actually. 300 GPM. He's got level 3 Voodoo Wards now, which are quite strong. I think they could look to staff the Poly. I mean, honestly, all these staff effects are okay, but I think the... what do you get? 12 wards, I think, with the Poly ult. I think it's worth it to staff the Poly. Lightning Storm comes out, they take out the Poly. Here comes a pull, but there's the Vortex. A lot of heroes are in the Vortex. Torture going for the Moira here in the background. Moraxis stuns away and avoids the Quake Stun. The Moira dies. Now Flex pops the Shrunken. Madman is here, but he gets Hellflowered, I believe, by the Moraxis. He did not get his Shrunken head off, and he did go a Geometer's Bane as well. It is disastrous for Bpro. 3 deaths for the 1 Polywog kill. Magmus running around Veiled Rotted, but it's gonna have to go base and defend. There are no buybacks on Legion. I think this will maybe be a Rex. They have 4 players alive on Hellborn. Quake Stun misses here. I think that was a blind jump. more access. They're not really pushing this all that fast because they don't have a right-click hero in the team. Flux goes in with a discharge. They Hellflower up the Thunderbringer. He's getting caught here. He's gonna die. He has a buyback. He will probably use it when the Gauntlet is alive, or maybe when the Madman is up. Maybe to defend the second Rax. They're trying to catch this Magnus, but they're not able to land the spells. I'm pretty sure we'll see TB buyback here very soon. He goes and buys back right away. The Torture pops the Shrunken, but there's the Gauntlet Blast to stop the TP. Arcane Vortex as well, not really necessary. Meanwhile, he gives more access to free Arcane Shield. And Torture, because he was shrunken, he's able to Portal Key out of the Vortex. So he did not get his Portal Key disabled there. Gauntlet's charging in full YOLO. He wants some kills. They bring down the Poly with the Lightning Storm. Torture now on the run. He's low on mana due to that Mana Sunder. He throws out the Chain Reaction Stun. Magnus with low mana, not going to be able to chase anymore. So they're going to survive. Max dies again. I think he just respawned and died. Oh man, the poor frog. He's like, guys, I just spawned and I'm dead again. The Torture's got 5k gold in the bank. I think we're going to see him get rid of Sackstone. There we go. Is this a Sheepstick? I think it's Sheepstick or Nullstone. Those are going to be my guesses here. Right now he's saying, do I keep buyback? Do I keep buyback? Do I buy an item? And his team's probably telling him, oh, save buyback. So he just, okay, he goes Frostfield Plate, which I thought was an option, but at the same time, I don't think it's really his best choice. I don't think he necessarily needs the armor this game. And Madman's the only auto attacker on Legion anyway. I think this would have been better off being a Nullstone or a Sheepstick. Kidnap comes in here on the Gauntlet. There's the Flux Pull. Moira Vortexes to stall the fight. Very spread from Legion. Hellborn is here a lot faster. And Flux is actually dying to Madman and Gauntlet. Torture not able to do damage just yet because the Shrunkens are up. And now that they're wearing down, or wearing off rather, Madman dies. They take out Magnus as well as Gauntlet in the end. And it's only TB and Moira alive. They killed Flux. No buyback on him. And he actually picked up a second Hellflower, so that's why we're seeing so many perplexes coming out. So this looks like it's going to be a second Rax. Magnus might buy back here, but I don't think that they can defend this even with the Magnus buyback, so TB's gonna counter push top, but he's gotta be careful because they could actually kill him really easily. Like if Rampage TB's here and charges him now. Anyway, they're just gonna go for the Rax, which I think is the correct play. Torture goes in, okay. Takes out the Moira. Rampage is charging the top. Charging the top lane. Let's lock camera on Hansi Bro, we'll watch him charge. Oh, the creep died. No more charge. No more charge. Is more access also buying a Frostfield Plate? Oof. I think I like it a little bit better on the more access, but yeah, 2 Frostfield Plates, that's a big oof. Staff the Poly, staff the Poly. Or the Flux. Who's he gonna staff? Oh, he guessed with the discharge there. This spell has a 1-minute cooldown. I mean, that's crazy. You can basically just use it freely as he wants. Oh, he staffed the Flux for the global pull. Alright. I mean, that's not bad. It's okay to staff the Flux here. Madman gets hexed. Doesn't use the Shrunken. He's gonna die. They take out the Magnus as well. Gauntlet is also gonna die. Looks like that might do it. TB also dies. He gets man down by the Flux with the Hellflower. That will do it. The game ends with a 26,000 gold lead. And let's take a look at some of the stats here. We got a 600 plus GPM Torturer. Pretty good supporting cast. Top damage of the game was Thunderbringer, no surprise there. The two casters dealing so much damage, one for each team. But that'll do it for game 2. So Noah's Ark will take game 2. And that is where the Scrim series did conclude. So they finished the day on a 2-0. And I believe they wanted to go a third game, but there was some chat issues with connecting to the public lobby. So no third game to cast, unfortunately. But